Greetings fam, if you've been looking at those crazy fast electric dirt bikes that blur the line between e-bike and full-on electric motorcycle, this CHEERDMOTO 72V 8500W peak machine is one of the more aggressive options out there. Before anything else, check the link in bio because bikes in this power range don't stay in stock long and they tend to rotate listings depending on demand. I've researched this specific 72V 8500W category thoroughly across specs, manufacturer listings, and real user discussions, so this breakdown is based on reality, not just marketing numbers. These bikes are part of a growing Sur-on-style electric dirt bike segment, and expectations need to match what they actually deliver on trails, not just headline specs. Starting with performance, this bike is typically built around a 72V system with a high-output controller and a motor rated around 3000 W continuous with up to 8500 W peak power. That peak number is where the excitement comes from, because it allows extremely fast acceleration and strong torque delivery, especially off the line and on steep inclines. In real-world terms, this kind of setup is known for instant throttle response and strong hill climbing ability rather than just top speed alone. The claimed top speed of around 52 to 53 miles per hour is realistic for this category when conditions are right, based on similar CHEERDMOTO builds and comparable 72V platforms. In practice, riders often see variations depending on rider weight, terrain, tire choice, and battery charge level, but it does sit firmly in the high-performance electric dirt bike range rather than casual commuter e-bike territory. The battery system is another major factor, usually a 72V lithium pack around 30 Ah depending on configuration. This is what gives it the long-range claim, with advertised figures around 50 to 55 miles under controlled riding conditions. Real-world usage, however, tends to vary significantly. Aggressive throttle use or off-road riding will reduce range quickly, which is normal for high-power electric dirt bikes in this category. Build-wise, these bikes usually use aluminum alloy frames, fat 19-inch off-road tires, and reinforced drivetrains to handle torque stress. That combination makes them stable at speed but also quite heavy, which affects handling when maneuvering tight trails or lifting the bike. The removable battery design is a practical feature, making charging easier compared to fixed-pack setups. In real-world riding discussions, bikes in this class are often praised for raw fun factor, fast acceleration, strong torque, and that motorcycle-like feel, but they also come with trade-offs like weight, inconsistent quality control between batches, and range drop under aggressive use. Some users also point out that many listings in this category share similar frames and specs across different brands, which is common in this market segment. Now, keeping it real, there are important limitations. First, the 8500W peak figure is not continuous power, it's a short burst rating, so sustained performance is lower. Second, range claims are usually optimistic and depend heavily on riding style. Third, these bikes often sit in a legal gray area depending on your country, meaning they may not be street legal without modifications. And finally, long-term durability can vary since many of these models are rebranded platforms with different levels of quality control. Overall, after thoroughly researching this CHEERDMOTO 72V 8500W electric dirt bike across the internet, I'd say it's worth it if your goal is high-speed off-road riding, strong torque, and a motorcycle-like electric experience rather than a commuter e-bike. It's not practical for everyday city use, but for trails, hills, and pure performance riding, it delivers serious power. Just make sure you go in with realistic expectations about range, legality, and long-term consistency.